Authorities say everyone is accounted for after scouring through the debris of a deadly shooting and arson attack on a Michigan church. Officials are still investigating the attacker's exact motive.
Evil. This was an evil act of violence. That's exactly what this was. And this is not Grand Blanc. This does not define Grand Blanc and who we are.
CBS News correspondent Ian Lee joins us now from Grand Blanc, Michigan. You've been following this story, Ian. What are we learning about the suspect and his potential motive? This all seems so horrific.
Hey, good morning, Errol. You know, it was interesting. Yesterday, I was speaking to a man who happened to be canvassing in the local neighborhood. He's running for city government, and he ran into the shooter. This was a week before the incident. He said he met him on the street. They were talking. And initially, they had what he described as a very polite conversation, but he said it took a hard right turn, and he started quizzing him about the Mormon faith, the church, asking his views, his thoughts. And when talking to this person, he said he felt a lot of hatred in his voice towards the LDS, also saying that they were the Antichrist. And I said, it sounds like he was obsessed. And this local candidate said, yes, absolutely, sounded like he was obsessed. So that's something that authorities are going to be looking into. What acts did he have to grind against the Mormon church, and what would cause him to do something like that, Errol?
You know, and I had been seeing some of the reporting saying that children in the church knew what to do, having been through drills, while the adults were confused in all the chaos. What are officials or families of the victims telling you about those who were killed?
Yeah, you know, this is tragic. 4 people were killed in this incident. This is a community in mourning. I was speaking to some of the people, some of the witnesses who were there. You know, they described just the chaos. You know, it's interesting that you pointed out that the children knew what to do. Yesterday, I was speaking with the sheriff, and I asked, are churches now going to have to do these sorts of preparations? Are they going to need armed security? Are they going to have to be doing drills? He said they are going to start talking to houses of faith around this area. This is the second shooting at a place of worship in the last 3-4 months. And so there is a lot of concern that this could be something that people see more and more. And that really is affecting this community. People here are scared, and the authorities want to reassure people that life can go back to a sense of normality, Errol.
Yeah, certainly easier said than done. Ian Lee, thank you.